for the Best Friends podcast. We're here again with Declan, Ryan. Declan probably stepped out of frame. Hopefully video works. Last video did not do so well because we were boycotting SAG. No. I don't get it. Everyone that's doing podcasts lately, when I watch it, they're like, this was filmed before the strike. And I'm like, bullshit, first of all, because they're pretty new.
Like what?
A lot of the Podco family, which is like all the Disney, Nickelodeon people, I think they're trying to be like, oh, we're trying to.
No, that shit was definitely filmed before the.
Yeah,
they probably filmed that shit like months in advance. There's no
you think so?
Yeah, you think Disney does something weekly?
It's not Disney. It's like people from Disney and stuff.
What?
So you're saying like old shows and stuff?
There's like Christy Carlson Romano that has her own. She has like 4 different podcasts now. Then there's the
Waverly Place.
There's Even Stevens Watch Along. There's Ned's Declassified has their.
Oh, you're talking about watch along specifically?
Some do watch along. Some just talk about episodes. Some just talk and hang out. The brothers, what are they?
Dylan and Cole Sprouts.
No, they're actually working, or one of them is.
Well, yeah, he had a still career in Riverdale. It just finished last week.
What was the Lawrence brothers? If you know them.
Yeah, one of them's dating Chili from TLC.
Yeah, he's old as fuck, bro, but he looks hella young. He got hella prostate. Hella cosmetic. I don't know why I said prostate. Cosmetic surgery.
Plastic surgery?
It's about the one from Boy Meets World.
That's the middle brother. No, the one date. Oh no, he's dating Chili. Yeah, he's dating Chili.
Isn't the oldest one? Didn't he play like Ron Possible or Ron?
No, that's the other brother from Boy.
You better say Ron Possible.
I almost said.
And they have their own.
Like, that's
Kim
not
Possible and Ron Stoppable.
Stoppable.
Okay.
Yeah.
And him
terrible
and
last name.
Christy Carlson Romano and him have their own voice channel where it's about people that have in the industry of animation and stuff that do voiceovers and stuff.
Well, I think voiceovers aren't included in the.
That's why they're called screen actors, because they act on screen.
I don't know.
I would assume there's probably a voice actors union.
Regardless, all the podcast people are making a big deal.
Does that mean their podcasts are written?
That
are they scripted?
This is what done before. They always give like a little like, what is it called?
Yo, union culture's whack, yo.
Yeah, there's a lot of a few of them that I listen to. They kind of dance around stuff, but not actually talk about it.
But I don't get what's the fucking issue.
Why?
Because they can get in trouble from their.
Because if they somewhat do act, I guess.
What are the things that they're in that they're
union?
I guess that makes sense because
or the guild. I guess
I almost said guild.
I think it is guild. That's what it is. It's the Screen Actors Guild.
I think that's what
SAG.
makes sense. Is
they don't want to get removed. They're blacklisted.
Let's say the ones like Christy Carlson Romano, she probably still wants to get work somewhere down the line.
Probably.
So she probably wants to throw that. God, what's it called when it's like a warning before a video starts or something like that? Disclaimer. Thank you.
Am I just here to help you guys remember certain words?
Yes.
But we're talking about Jersey Shore, so I don't know if they.
That show's not written, right?
I was gonna say
it is.
I know. I was
gonna say so. I don't.
But it's reality television, so it's different.
They're not. They're probably not like.
I think like a month ago, I read that the reality TV stars were possibly gonna join.
They were talking about going on strike,
but nothing's happened. So.
So enjoy your reality TV while you have it, loser. Because like reality last time they went on strike, it was like reality TV was like the only thing on TV for a while, right? Yeah.
Which kind of sucks.
We're in a weird place. Because like, so Disney just announced that 4 of their shows are coming to DVD and Blu-ray. Mandalorian season 1 and 2, WandaVision, and Loki. Because
one day Disney's just going to say, no.
Disney Plus and all these streaming things get all messed up from whatever
And what's going to suck is those are all going to be worth money and hard to get.
Whoa. What do you mean something happens? Like nuclear war?
No, like...
Okay, I'm like, if a nuclear war happens, those DVDs are worthless.
One of the only ways I can think of...
When I'm in my bomb shelter, they mean everything to me.
They're my only friends.
What if people joined in with the people protesting and just cancel all their streaming accounts? What are those companies going to do?
Do you really think a large group of people are just going to cancel their... There's not enough. No.
Who are they going to hire?
Well, what do you mean?
What are they? How are they going to get new content if they can't get new actors to put into these new shows without becoming scabs?
Sure, that's the whole point of a union, but how does an actor make a living if they can't be an actor, right?
Lana Del Rey's working at Waffle House now. So
good for her.
Can work
they can
anywhere.
Go. Congratulations.
Who?
They can go.
She's a singer.
Does she not have a career?
No, she still tours and sings.
But she's at a Waffle House.
She works at Waffle House, though.
So you could just show up and go get an autograph?
I mean, anybody could get a job anywhere.
That's just so weird, like, to apply for it and be like...
I know people take pictures with her all the time.
I mean, imagine Kanye West. I would think all he writes on his application is Kanye West. And it's like, are you good at flipping a burger? And it's like...
Kanye West.
He's a king. He'd work at Burger King. He's a god.
What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer?
You think he'd wear a crown the whole time?
Probably.
I'm the king up in this bitch. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's weird. Just think if they...
But can you guys not see a situation where streaming stops? Or
what?
do you
I don't know where you're going from, like... They're not... The issue isn't streaming, necessarily. Just streaming.
That's
It's
big
about half of it. The other half is the AI stuff. So, like, it's not just a one-issue thing. And no, I don't think individuals are going to boycott streaming services because human beings aren't that nice.
But humans also like physical media.
No.
Yeah, but they like not to spend as much money.
Yeah,
though.
people... Before everything else, before physical media, before art, before beauty, before anything, human beings want efficiency before anything. Yeah. So, like, yeah, people aren't going to, like, just all of a sudden go back. Also, like, CDs suck. They're not good for the environment.
True.
They're just a bunch of fucking waste. So, like, digital media is, like, what we should be pushing for because it's less waste.
But see, the industries don't like any of this, though.
What does that even mean?
Like, okay, Snoop Dogg was like hella like...
How does Snoop Gogg have anything to do with it?
Because he was like ranting. He doesn't get how...
He's an actor.
He doesn't get how streaming works, really. And he's like, if they're having like a million... I want to almost try to do his voice. But if they're having like 1 million streams of my song, where's my money at? He's like, why?
Oh yeah, musicians don't get.
He's like, why am I getting money?
But musicians haven't been getting money for fucking years. That's not a new issue.
But isn't that a problem?
But he said that.
Yeah, but welcome to people making contracts with each other.
He said,
what is that?
Somebody's always trying to screw somebody else over. That's
that
like
I had some pudding in it. My blood went up.
Your blood went up?
My blood sugar went up.
No, you just had more. You have more blood now. The pudding just coagulated into blood. I'm becoming pudding, man.
No, so it's like easier for them to track where their money's coming from when it's in record sales back in the day, and that's how they got paid more. So with streaming, and this is a big thing with Matt Damon made a really good point, which is interesting.
Matt Damon.
Is they can't do indie projects really because how much they cost. And usually what they waited for is when it came out on DVD and stuff, they made the extra money. Now when it goes to a streaming service, they don't get to make that kind of money that they used to.
But that's why they sign, like, contracts. That's why, like, Squid Game, like, is like, here, we're going to... That's why Netflix is like, we're going to pay the creator of Squid Games $1 million, $1 billion to put it on our fucking streaming service.
And they said, well, that's the thing, the actors don't get any of that.
Like... There's people on, like, one of Netflix's biggest shows, Orange is New Black.
But is
one
that
of the
like
girls gets, like, 25 cents for her syndication check.
To be that guy, get a better lawyer.
But they're not going to budge. They're going to be like, fine.
Sure. But
I think... So, I was watching...
Why people are not as receptive to actors complaining as I think you might think. A lot of people... Just see a rich person crying.
They can't complain, basically. So it's
they can. What's happened to them is wrong. Getting screwed out of money in contracts is wrong. But that's like a contract is a different kind of agreement than some other things. There's like give and take, and sometimes some people take more because they know what they're doing. It's all about being educated, but also surrounding you with educated people. You know,
I think it could get pretty bad here.
They're talking to the dude from Living Mad, one of the some weird podcast. I don't know.
But I don't like entertainment.
He was talking about how and it's true. I remember my friend Brandon explained to me about Aqua Teen Hunger Force. They always change their name eventually.
So, the thing about after the third season, they changed the name so that they don't get syndication.
Aqua Teen did it so they don't get syndication because they were anti against that, which would make them more money.
All the Disney shows did
but
that
all
too.
the Disney shows do that. So if you look at Sweet Life on Deck. And Hannah Montana Forever, I think it was called, when the third or fourth season.
Forever.
But
that's too much Hannah Montana.
It's nuts. Whoa. And people were
get the limo out
and
front.
They're talking to.
Ooh.
They're talking to Ned, Ned's Declassified. They're talking about it, and he was saying that it's weird, and his lawyers and stuff kind of pushed against the whole idea of okay, they can't do this. You're fucking up their money.
What do you mean?
Going to the third, because they wanted to go beyond a third season or whatever.
And the lawyer was like, "Don't do that."
No, he was like,
Nickelodeon probably pushed against.
They wanted to go further, and they're like, I think they're going into the third season, and they're like, we're kind of trying to renegotiate contracts and get money off the replays and all that. And he said basically, Nickelodeon told him, there's 1 million kids. We'll replace you as Ned. There's 1 million kids that will take your role. And he said it was really cold. It was really whatever, but it was business. That's the thing is that's why I was saying you can't say much. You can't.
It's not fair, but it's business.
You can't do anything. It sucks, but you might have passion.
Honestly,
for this
actors should get paid less. But
I don't know. I don't think
we should. Paying actors millions.
I think if we're starting with who gets no pay, it's sports athletes, and then
no. Athletes at least put their body on the line.
I don't care about sports.
That's okay that you don't care about sports, but that's not really relevant to the conversation.
You don't care about actors, so it's
no. I care about movies, right?
So you should care about the people that are in them, so that they continue to play roles in movies.
But I don't need them to necessarily be. I'm not saying football players need to get paid well. That's different. I'm not saying baseball players need to get paid $300 million, right? They don't need those contracts either. I get that, right? But if I had to pick one or the other, and you're like, okay, you can either cut athletes' contracts or actors' contracts.
I'm getting rid of sports right away.
Yeah, but that comes from a distaste from sports. Yeah. I like both of these media, so at least I'm impartial. I can't just be like, oh well, I don't watch movies, so fuck movies, or I don't listen to music, fuck music. I listen to music, I watch movies, I watch sports. At least I can be impartial towards all those three things, and if you had to make me pick, the thing that's making me pick,
we have to remember
whether people could die or not.
Sports gets paid more than movies, though, I believe.
Yeah, but no. It depends on the actor. It depends on how much work you're doing, right? Robert Downey Jr. can make $40 million from 8 months of work. A football player's not making $40 million a year. That's just not. Maybe Patrick Mahomes.
I remember being younger, and the big deal was the big deal was Jim Carrey was getting $20 million for Cable Guy. So I could only imagine what is now a big deal, but back then he was the hottest shit at the time. Chris Farley was up for the role, and he was going to get $1 million to do it. And they still decided to go with Jim Carrey because of the traction of him. But, so I don't know now with inflation.
Well,
how much would it be for a big actor to be in a role? Because you imagine movies like Endgame and stuff like that. They have so many actors in it, but what is the pay?
Well, it also comes to how much work are they actually doing.
Do you think it goes to the pay or the work, or is it?
Well, they have to sign contracts.
Or is it the actor?
They have to sign contracts. It's individual actors because the individual actors have to
Are you
come
a boy
to the bargaining
or a girl?
table.
Are you?
And if you're a girl, you deserve 3 cents.
I forgot.
And that's why Scarlett Johansson had that big old...
Well, that was like the stream. Like that movie was not intended to go to streaming. She would have made a lot of money if it had gone to theaters because COVID happened. It didn't go to theaters, right? But like now that you're making contracts in the future, and that's what this union thing about is, they're not getting rid of streaming service. They just want to negotiate so they can make money off streaming services, which is fine. I'm not as much worried about the fucking actors as I am the writers and the production people and the people that actually like have to be on set 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock at night. You know, those are the people I'm actually more worried about. Like, I care more about the Writers Guild strike than the actual Actors Guild strike.
Writers get residuals.
Yeah, but writers go home to their 3-foot apartment, and these actors go home to their giant mansions. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's one part of this thing that matters way more than the other, and because they're actors, they obviously get the... I'm not saying it's wrong, but they get the screen time, right? Because it's nice to see the people you know protesting.
But I think the actors you're talking about are just the big-time actors. What about all the small actors that are getting scanned in and not getting paid?
Well, that's an AI thing more than
they might not even have a house.
What I mean is those little bit actors, the people that play in the background, people who play slight roles, they're not worried about the streaming residuals because they don't have a big enough role to make money off of streaming residuals.
Go ahead.
They want to own they don't want to like have to. Okay, I'm going to be in the show, so I have to give this company the right to my face, right? That's what they're arguing about. It's not about the fucking streaming for them, right?
Sure. WandaVision did it to the background actors. They didn't know.
They didn't know what?
That they got scanned for future use.
Did they? Wow. That's pretty...
It's pretty Scarlet Witch of them.
Pretty witchy of her, Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, wrong woman.
I was thinking
Elizabeth Olsen.
Scarlet Witch.
The Scarlett Johansson.
You ever see that kid? He's always in the background. He's probably like 40 now. He always plays a teenager in high school. He has glasses, big fluffy hair.
Yeah, he looks hella goofy.
They talk to him on the line. It's funny. He's like, I've done, and I think they had a big interview with him. He's done so many background characters. He's in hella Disney and Nickelodeon shows. But
he's 30 years old.
Yeah, he's hella old. But that's like his living, he said, like is playing a background character. But I bet you it's weird, like, does he strive to be like an actual actor one day? Or he's like content, like, yeah,
I think it just comes down to personality, right? Because maybe he could be.
Yeah, I'm the
background. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm the background guy. I enjoy showing up on set. Catering's bomb. Just sit there and eat, and then I go in the background. I don't know. It's just sucks because everything's all messy right now. That's why, like, people think The Rock could come back right now because he can't act. Well,
what do you mean The Rock could come back?
It's
wrestling.
Oh,
sorry.
And he can't act?
Oh, but I mean, he can't make a movie right now.
Well, he can't act, but
yeah,
he can. I don't like his acting, but he still makes a lot of money from
The Rock.
it, right?
Rock makes a lot of money, but he's the same guy in every movie.
Yeah,
like, I love The Rock.
We know he's coming back for Moana.
What can I say except you're welcome?
You're welcome. I know he sings in the cartoon. I just don't know if I want to see him singing in live action.
You feel like they're gonna push a lot of the sales of the live action to
talk about Lorcana too.
To Lahaina.
To what?
To Lahaina.
The island.
What do you mean sells the background?
Well, they announced the Moana live action movie. Lahaina just burnt down.
Oh,
which is in Maui. His name's Maui. So, or is Disney going to cancel this because it's sensitive to?
I don't know. I didn't even think
Hawaii.
about that. Fuck, Hawaii got fucked, dude.
Except for Oprah. Her house is fine.
Is it?
Yeah, her like 300 square mile property.
It was like
they could fit like hundreds and hundreds of refugees in there.
She's going to donate a lot of money.
I don't give a fuck because they get write-offs. So
apparently they have blue roofs.
Is that where Roseanne has a farm too?
Yeah, but Roseanne opened it. I
just see Oprah having.
I think she has a sugarcane farm.
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah.
She has weed too, doesn't she?
Possibly.
I thought there's a documentary.
No, you can't have weed in.
I thought there's a documentary because she's a big.
I don't think you can grow weed in.
I'm
Hawaii.
sure she does.
I don't think you can. Hawaii's got some really. Hear me out. Hawaii's got some really not like I'm not talking like growing a pot in my closet. I'm talking about like I don't think you can like grow because
Thanos
you want to stop me? You can't stop me. I'm Roseanne.
my fucking property. She's a Waco shootout in Hawaii. She's like, you can't come get my fucking bud, you sons of bitches. It's puff, puff, pass.
AK over her shoulder.
She lost everything.
Did she?
Oh, weed's the only thing I have left.
Show.
Yeah. See, I don't even know how that all works money-wise, like getting kicked off your own show.
She said Darlene screwed her over.
Was it Darlene?
Apparently.
She seems most level-headed on The View.
Well, she did say something bad on Twitter, and that's what caused her downfall. And then they killed her in the show.
That's really funny, actually.
And it's like, oh, we're the Connors now. No more.
Which is still good.
I never watched it, really.
I don't like sitcoms.
I don't like...
What?
Don't use that word.
I was going to say Jeff Goldblum. What's his name? Dan Tanner?
What do you mean, don't use that word?
Dan Connor?
I want to hear this out. Why?
He doesn't like that genre of shows.
Oh. Like poor white people? Yeah. Like Malcolm in the Middle.
Those are my favorite.
And you like Young Sheldon?
Oh, I loved Young Sheldon. I'm watching.
Did you like Everybody Hates Chris?
I did enjoy that.
Okay. Everybody Hates Chris is pretty good.
I'm watching King of the Hill right now.
Ooh, then the guy died.
The guy that plays
the glasses.
King of the Hill or
Dale.
King of Queens?
No, King of the Hill.
King of the Queens, they're a little bit above Roseanne. They're doing
that's Brooklyn, isn't it?
Yeah, they're doing.
I guess King of the Hill.
Italians.
It's an animated sitcom.
They have decent jobs and stuff.
Damn it, Bobby!
But God damn it, Bobby! They
damn.
Roseanne, you just don't know how they get money. Supposedly,
they win the lottery.
That was all a dream, right? All that happened to her was like a dream, and then she's like writing in her journal that Dan died during that time.
But that was part of the story too, because Dan's back alive in the reboot of when they came back before.
He's like, Connors. Thank God that bitch is dead.
Dan's alive still. It was part of her story. And then Roseanne dies of a drug overdose. Opioids.
They couldn't even.
Goddamn. Was that like a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so she was already an opiate addict in the show.
Well, she was having like back pains and stuff. So she was taking lots of drugs, and then her and Jackie were having. Jackie was Democratic, and the Connors were all Republican, so they're like fighting back and forth.
Dude,
opiates. The Republican drug.
Last Man Standing. I've had that on late at night. Like I don't change it. Tim Allen, it's super Republican.
Is that?
Yeah, he works at like a fucking.
There was a cool episode
Bass
where
Pro Shop or something.
I'm thinking of the wrong show.
There is a cool episode where Tool Man Taylor comes on it, and they're both like, "We look like each other," but it's just fun. Yeah, it's weird, but
no Pamela Anderson.
No, it's just him. He's fixing something for him. Like that crap. But he's super just slamming liberal stuff. And then they put like...
I think that's what that whole show's like about.
One of his daughters is dating a super liberal guy, and it's always he gets some gotcha moments of like, oh, you think that's okay? Well, what about this? And it's just kind of...
Who is good the gotcha moments?
The Tim Allen, the Republican or whatever. They like... They
I can't do the... Thank you.
Do the thing! That's a show I never liked.
I hated
it. Had a video game.
The intro was a video game too.
What? Was it?
The intro of the show is them side scrolling.
They eventually had an intro that did that.
Oh, okay.
I liked Heidi, the Tool Girl. And then, of course, Pamela Anderson was on it for a second. But
who's Pamela Anderson?
The Tool Girl.
I know Pamela Anderson.
Oh, they said, who was she on the show?
No. I barely remember that show. The one sitcom I always caught was Family Matters because that was like the last one on.
It's on late
in the morning. It used to be on really early in the morning, and I used to wake up hella early before like Nicktoons started.
How much that show when Urkel got popular, they shifted the show hella about Urkel.
Did I do that?
It was all like I was watching like the first episode came on one time.
That's
late
Sonic
at night.
the Hedgehog, by the way.
Yeah, give me a chili dog.
Gotta go fast. Give me a chili dog.
Yeah,
you're too slow.
It's just weird. But, the first episode was nuts, man, because it deals with...
Spit it out.
I'm joking. My GERD's acting up. Reggie is a baby.
Reggie.
And his name Little Reggie. You always talk about the Jerry
girl. Little Richard?
It's not
Little Richard is a musician.
He's a little baby, and the aunt just moves in because her husband died. And it's all about, like, Carl's losing it because they're taking everybody in, and the mom has to have a talk with him, and there's, like, the daughter that they get rid of. Eventually, she just disappears, and she went into porn in real life.
Laura?
No, there's like another daughter.
Laura's the one Steve's in love with, right?
Yeah, and it's so weird because...
Why? Why is love weird? Right?
Because she doesn't like Steve Urkel. She likes Stefan.
And he just keeps pressing.
True.
And once he...
Yeah, that is a little...
Yeah, his name was Richard Crawford. He's Little Richard.
Was he?
Yeah.
Little Richie, I guess they called him.
I did. Oh, yeah, Eddie was on the show.
And he's this little friend that was a thug.
Look at him now.
He's crazy.
Who?
He's from That's So Raven. The black dude.
Corey?
Yeah.
No, not Corey.
Oh, no.
Corey.
Eddie.
Corey in the house.
Eddie.
Yeah, I was like... Corey's my favorite anime, bro.
Corey's in the house.
It's Corey. I can't...
Was that was probably a syndication thing, too?
Probably.
No, because Raven-Symoné left.
But I don't know how many seasons they had though, Raven. If you notice, they go up to like I was watching on Victorious, like they go to 30 episodes. Oh my god, dude! If you watch any what's his name?
Schneider.
Dan Schneider.
Raven got 4 seasons.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's so fucking Raven, man.
It is her. It is so her.
Do you know she's from the country she's from is Africa?
Yeah, but she's not African American. She said.
No, she says the country I'm from is Africa.
I don't know.
Africa's not a country, sir.
I heard her say that she's not black.
She's a weirdo.
They're all fucking weird.
Hasn't she come around though a little bit and like de-psychopath herself? I feel like every kid actor goes crazy. I feel like I remember her falling off, not like drugs and shit. Her just being like, she's having a breakdown at one point.
The View.
She seems pretty normal.
To me, on The View, she's a little. On her opinions, I wouldn't agree with some stuff. I think.
Yes,
she's a little off.
But like, do you agree with anybody on The View?
The little sassy Italian lady,
Kelly Osbourne.
Who's the? It's in the.
Who's gonna clean your toilets when you?
I feel bad. I think she said that in the wrong way.
I knew what she meant.
Yeah.
Wait, what did she say?
So when Trump was talking about building the wall and
immigration, putting it all together now. Yeah,
she's like, if you get rid of them, then who's gonna clean the toilets? And they're like, oh no.
A baseball announcer just straight up said the N-word, hard R, live on broadcast. God. He was trying hard R.
Oh.
He was trying to say the Negro League.
Oh my god.
And he did not. I was like trying to find the clip. I was like, I don't believe this. Dude, he just... And his co-commentator doesn't even notice. And I was like, how do you not immediately just go, what
I think he would just ignore it because I don't want to put anything...
You ever seen, like, Smash announcers get a little crazy? For Smash Bros. Tournaments. Sometimes they'll just have, like, players will come announce. And, like, there's literally, like, compilations of, like, when Smash announcing goes too far. And it's like, dudes are like, yeah. And then you just rape your opponent. And the other commentator's like...
that's what sucks.
Okay.
A lot of the words we get, we had a podcast, which I think I'm going to remove because it makes me look like the devil. Where we're talking about words that you can't say.
No, it makes me look good. At least send it to me so I can have it.
And
I'll find it on
just
YouTube.
Just because if we ever get it, because like Adam really wants to push that podcast because he likes when we just talk. And I was just like, yeah, if we ever did get any views, I really don't want them to go back to that one because people. It's like
because you don't want to be canceled.
Declan corrected like basically like
you're
not saying you want to say.
Yeah, I was right for once. It was crazy.
You're saying you're not saying that you want to say those words. You're saying that basically like. Why can't we? What happened
the
to
crux is you don't need to.
The word, and it turned into me sounding like on there like I hella wanted
like,
to.
That he was like arguing.
People say that. Let's say he wants to say the N-word so bad.
It was more. It was actually more about
more of the gay stuff
and the R word.
Really?
Retard. Yeah.
Oh, retard. Yeah.
Not. What's the other R word?
I was thinking you meant R at the end of.
Oh.
The strong R. That's what I thought you meant. Because I was like, whoa. No, but like with Logan, like he was telling me some the other day, and he's like, yeah, me and all my friends and stuff. I'm like, that's gay. And I was like, nope, Logan, you can't say that, Logan. I go, that's not a good word. I go, sorry.
Sound like Hank Hill.
I was like, when I was younger, I was able
God
to.
Damn it, Logan.
It meant lame. It makes me think of The Office because I never knew that word meant that. When I used to say people were faggy, it didn't mean that. It didn't mean that at all when he's crying to Oscar. And it's true. We did it, but times change.
It doesn't matter if you didn't mean it. It's not like it didn't hurt.
Oh, yeah. He didn't mean to, if he called Oscar that, he meant to say he looked like a sissy, I guess. I don't know.
That's also probably not the nicest thing to say.
But, what was the word I was thinking that's not the greatest? I mean, retard's
Just say it.
Retard's not a great word, but I mean, growing up, probably more
Wait. Let's watch Ernie. Yeah, once again, arguing favorite
dig a hole.
Slurs.
Probably around like Ryan's years and my years.
Don't rope him into this.
You said it all the time. You just...
You? Who's you?
All of us.
All of us? I wasn't alive back then.
As I said, not really you. But everyone in high school...
I didn't play Smear the Queer.
I know. We did.
Yeah, but we played Kick the Can, like a normal, civilized human being.
But it was called Kick the Man, and you used the actual man.
It was Kick the Child.
Yeah.
Kick the baby.
I remember thinking when going to high school that I was going to get thrown into a trash can.
It was so stupid. I remember your homie.
I am the kind of person who gets thrown into trash cans, not you guys.
Indian
Get out of here.
Zangief. I want to say it's not Zangief. Is it Zangief?
That was one of them.
It's like the fucking Street Fighter?
Not Zangief.
Sanjeev is their last name or something? Or is that his first
Kumar.
name? Huh?
Kumar.
Was his first name?
No, last name.
Oh.
You now put his name together. What is his first name?
Kumar Zangief.
You said them backwards.
Wow.
Zangief.
But why are we saying people's names out loud on that?
Because Ernie does it all the time.
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm saying them wrong, so they don't know.
That doesn't help.
Also, he was hella scared, like talking to me like, will you get my back in high school? I'm like, dude, you're huge. This guy was like, he was a young kid, but he was probably like a good 2-3 inches bigger than me, and he was wide. The dude looked like a lineman, and he had a soft voice like, man, I just don't want them to trash can me. I'm like, dude, it would take 8 guys to trash can you. They're not going to do that. And it doesn't happen in high school.
Also, bullying is so much easier nowadays.
It's cyberbullying.
Yeah, you don't have to physically bully people anymore.
I told Logan I'm worried about him. He has a scooter, and he rides sometimes to school, and I told him I'm worried about people bullying you, pushing you over. When I was young, I knew people. We were Jehovah's Witnesses.
I mean, well, does he go to school with a bunch of like?
Well, I don't know. And
does he go to school with a bunch of thugs?
And they walk around like, "Hey, we're just a couple of nice guys."
That's the new N-word, by the way.
Thugs.
Yeah, you're not allowed to call people thugs.
You're not allowed to say death either.
Well, that's but that's unalive.
Freaking. It's just not unalive. I just think it's stupid.
Unalive's kind of funny.
It is very funny.
Dude, I'm gonna unlive the shit out of you, bro.
I'm gonna come on and unlive you.
Just unalive already.
I'm gonna live you right off a cliff. Like, what?
What are you talking about, bro?
That one didn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. But I remember back when we were in Jehovah's Witnesses, I remember a couple
J-Dubs.
Couple kids got, like, they get beat up. They got pushed off their bikes or pushed over.
And yeah, but they're J-Dubs, bro. They deserve it.
Their Nikes got yanked off.
Not their Nikes.
I don't remember those.
And I told Logan, like, yeah, when I was young, because people used to steal shoes. It was a thing back in the day. People used to steal Jordans.
And throw them up on wires.
No, they would keep them and go sell them.
Sometimes.
Jokers.
I don't think I ever had Jordans.
Jordans.
Adam did. Adam
did
had
when I was younger.
Hello, Jordans. Terry bought him so many shoes.
Well, it was probably between him being 2 and 3, and that was it. I don't think he got to floss him after that.
No.
She had some good checks coming in during that.
This is some deep Enriquez lore, man.
I think I remember having Iversons, and I was kind of scared to wear those at school.
See, it was a thing. I got Shacks and they looked like zebras, those zebra print
But
ones.
in elementary school, it was all uniform, so I had to wear K-Swiss.
Dude, I wish I dressed cooler in our uniforms.
Our uniforms were so boring.
I wore like very high shorts.
You had to wear a white shirt. Black pants.
Collar, white polo,
black shoes. No logos.
Damn, I would have killed myself.
Sorry,
I would have unalived myself.
It was funny because they did it because they didn't want like the poor students to look
poor,
different than the. But you could always tell.
And it was.
I imagine
the black pants were always faded.
Stain.
Yeah. No, it was. You could totally tell.
This kid like didn't take the shirt off. He just slept in his jeans and shirt. Yeah.
And then also
slept on a bench because his parents.
They don't want people to have like blood and crib.
Yeah.
Dude, I walked around in just full red at my school.
Doing their fingers like the.
I remember in high school, this one girl wore all red.
Like that?
Someone called her the Kool-Aid Man.
That's rude. Was she a bigger girl? That's so mean.
And
oh yeah.
And then I never wore my red shirt ever again.
Dude, kids are fucking mean.
Well,
and my favorite shirt was red.
I was telling Logan though, I was like, I'm afraid someone's gonna push you off your scooter or something. He's like, Dad,
dude,
that's not how people get bullied anymore. Because it's on the internet. And I was like, fair point, I guess.
Just keep him off social media, okay?
Yeah, he hasn't. I mean, for how old he is.
How do you know though?
He has a phone and stuff.
He could be sneaking behind your back.
TikTok.
I mean, if that's really what he wants to do.
Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good.
Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good.
The heel.
Ice cream so good.
Is that the NPC?
Money.
Is that the NPC?
Ice cream so good. Yeah.
What? I don't get it. What is that?
You act like you're an NPC.
It's how girls get horny over it.
Every time people give you money and you get an emote, and every time they get the emote, they
monkey
emote
see,
to
monkey
whatever
do. Monkey see, monkey
icon.
do. Tasty. So tasty.
Like, she has an ice cream so good song though.
Isn't there like one of her like biggest donators is some like famous rapper or something?
Oh, Timberland gave her money. She said, "Oh, Tim." She broke out a character.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I have.
She's like, "Timberland, oh my God, you're so cool," or something like that. And he's
like dropping like,
"I'm out of time."
Giving her like $1,000.
I'm like, "Out of 3 minutes." Hey.
He's done so many beats, it's ridiculous.
Did you see? Speaking of,
it's pretty crazy. That's why I think it's so funny because he's like a guy you've heard of in the hip hop industry.
Like
while he's making a beat. What if the next beat just has ice cream just in the beat? He just rips all of her things and just uses it or make a beat. That'd actually be kind of lit, actually.
He doesn't really have a Aaliyah right now, though.
So. A what?
Aaliyah.
Well, yeah, she's been dead for a long time. She's been alive for a long time.
How many girls has he gone through since she's died? Like
he works with Missy.
Yeah, but she releases stuff every once in a while, but
Misdemeanor.
She hasn't really released like a whole album in like 10 years.
I don't know. There's not that many girl rappers.
What?
It's literally
sorry.
It's literally Nicki Minaj. What?
Nicki Minaj hasn't released
Nicki Minaj?
in like 4 years. Cardi B has only released one album.
But I'm saying they're the ones like in the public eye.
Are you talking about nowadays? Yeah. Or at all?
Say Doja Cat.
Say right now.
Okay, I was like Missy Elliott.
Salt
that chick that raps that sings with Tupac or whatever.
He's dead.
No, the other girl that sings with him on one of those sort of songs. She has a whole album. I can't remember her fucking name. She's like the most famous female rapper of all time.
What?
Lil Kim's not famous anymore.
No, I'm not talking about that. I don't know.
Lil Kim never rapped with a Tupac. Not an album, at least.
I've had Tupac.
He's unalived right now, so.
He's unalived? Who unalived him? Who shot you?
He's on some island.
They think Suge Knight did.
If Suge Knight said nobody shot him, then nobody shot him.
There were some big
it's the same nobody that shot.
Things that happened in his cold case like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Suge
like
or
what?
Tupac?
No, they're just trying to like drum up shit.
That came back as a hologram. You want to talk about?
Motherfucker's dead.
You want to talk about
the guy that killed him, his cousin or something like that, said on some documentary that he was the one that did it or something like that. And
at this point,
at this
point, wouldn't it be like
is fucking Jim Carrey in the corner just like controlling you?
Yeah.
The guy that did it
wouldn't it be like
clout? Is dead.
Yeah,
already.
I heard that they killed the guy that killed Tupac.
But the guy that knew him knew about it and didn't tell the cops about it. So somebody else is like getting in trouble.
They're just looking to get people in trouble.
They're just trying to drum up.
I was talking about AI. Like, they did a whole concert with him, like, as a robot hologram, right?
I don't know.
Was that like...
I like Biggie.
I remember
Biggie, they can't fit him on the...
Goddamn. No, he wouldn't fit on any fucking flash drive. It's true, though.
I grew up a fucking...
Oh, the flash drive? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a good mama joke.
All puffed up.
Your mama's so fast she won't fit on a flash drive.
That's something you can't talk about either.
What?
Fat stuff.
What? Lizzo being a fat bitch?
So...
There, I said it, okay? Can the internet kill me? Cancel Ernie over the slurs, but...
It's crazy how much, once her stuff came out, that people flipped and became so...
I never liked her.
Like, so many fat jokes towards her. Like,
well, now she's because
somebody
demonstrated.
It's okay,
but somebody demonstrated that she was kind of being hypocritical, right? Because she fat shamed her own dancers, right? Isn't that kind of a hypocritical thing? So, like,
but we don't know if it's true.
The internet does a lot of things because it doesn't know it's true, right?
But it's just crazy how
but like
how quick it.
You're not going to make any of those people fucking realize.
People are like,
they don't care.
Man, you guys were just waiting to talk shit about her.
Oh
true.
Yeah,
but
I'd be waiting for.
Doesn't make good music, so.
I'm sitting there with my fingers ready on a keyboard waiting.
I have nothing personally against Lizzo. I just do not. It's just. I can't remember. It's Cardi B, not Doja Cat. Because Doja Cat's fine. Cardi B's music fucking drives me up a wall.
Why?
I just find her voice really fucking annoying.
It can get annoying. I find it.
And then I don't think Lizzo has any talent. I don't think she can dance. I don't think she can really sing.
She can roll.
Okay.
I
the biggest boy. He's the biggest boy in the whole wide world.
I think Cardi B, it's okay at times in raps, but her talking in general drives me a little.
See, Nicki Minaj's speaking voice is kind of annoying to me, but like when she raps in it, it sounds fine. You know.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj, like, because I've seen Nicki Minaj as somebody who's as far as I could tell, Nicki Minaj seems like a perfectly intelligent human being. Like, she seems very business savvy, all this kind of stuff. She doesn't talk in that way, and I'm like,
I was listening to
like, what is this dichotomy, man? And then she raps, and I'm like, oh,
you're like actually really skilled. Her
main
song, I think, was Bedrock.
I can make your bedrock.
Where she was featured on.
You know who's the best rapper though? Pitbull.
But it really bugs me when she says, "Let me put this pussy on your sideburns," and I always think her lips would have to stretch like this to go on your sideburns.
Stick your whole head in there.
That's what every time I hear.
Wear like a hat, just around here.
I won't lie. I don't like Young Money, but that song.
What do you think gives out first, the hips or the head? Probably the hips, right?
What?
If you stuck your head in a vagina, what gives your head first or your hips first?
I'm so confused.
Yeah, what?
If you're talking about the pussy lips going to the sideburns, right?
Yeah.
So if you stuck your head in a vagina, which is the only way you'd get them to there, right?
You think your head could get in there? I mean, I would think so because babies can come out.
But a baby's head isn't.
Yeah, but a baby's body's probably
about as big as your
head,
though.
right?
But aren't their bodies also like super pliable?
Yeah, they are very.
Hey, my head's pretty pliable.
I don't know if I've ever seen a porn with a head in there though.
I bet you could find it though, right?
Some stuff. Like
I've seen fist stuff, but
how many?
How many have I seen?
Yeah, how many max? I mean, at a time.
Oh, I've only seen
double fist.
I've only seen one fist done, and I usually.
How far they go up?
These aren't
like
watch
like they're
your watch.
Like they're helping a horse give birth. Like just sticking their whole
ass
arm in there.
You got to get to an ending cervix or something.
No, it's called your. Well, I guess it depends on. Are you reaching in a butthole or are you reaching in a vagina?
I don't know.
It's probably less. You probably in a butthole. You probably go farther, right? I imagine it's just more.
I don't know. These are usually in.
Next time I'm home alone, I'll stick my hand on my ass and see how far I can go.
Usually it's me scrolling and I see like a small bit of it and I'm like, not
yeah,
my stuff.
Never really did anything for me.
I never would click on it to watch.
Is this conversation not doing it for you, right?
I'm just.
I would never click on it to be entertained by it, either sexually or humorous. Just because it's not my thing. There are some like
I love when I watch porn for the laughs.
There are some for laughs, but there's a lot that because I'll click on it and I'm like, oh my god, this acting is like hilarious. Like I'll watch a little bit of it or whatever. There was one someone shared, like I think on Reddit, where it was like they gave us the best lightsaber fight in Star Wars, and they go all out. They have dildos and they're like fighting each
I think
other.
they were like literally sword fighing. I was like, damn, better than Star Wars. These guys doing like tricks, flipping with their dicks and shit.
Yeah.
What?
They actually
The one
smack
guy.
each other.
It's like when Maul has the second blade pop out.
It's just dildos.
I heard that's a fact for another day.
No.
I heard a snake fact that made me uncomfortable.
Well,
What?
Back on to what we normally talk about.
Slurs,
Logan
vaginas,
saw
and
Logan.
Twitter.
Dude, I said Logan. Ryan saw Blue Beetle, but today was $4
It was National
popcorn and
Cinema
soda.
Day.
Kevin Smith
I
tried
don't
to promote
celebrate
it.
that. My religion doesn't allow me to.
$4 Sunday, a lot of people can't celebrate stuff, so the Sabbath.
I didn't even
I
mean
will
that.
tell
I
you,
meant like
popcorn was not on sale.
It's small popcorn and a soda for $4. It's on the flyer.
not in this economy.
I looked up the flyer.
They did not advertise that in the theater because I paid $20 for popcorn.
You paid $20 for popcorn.
I got soda and popcorn.
That doesn't make it better. I never understand people buying shit at fucking movie theaters.
It's the vibe.
It's part of the experience.
No, it is not. And it's just you wasting money
It's the
money
vibe.
needlessly.
It's
Even
also
if-
nostalgia.
Yeah, but that turns your movie from like a $10 fun hour visit into like a $30 like.
Hey, if you got the money for it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, You guys got the money for it to do that all the
Hey.
time?
For me, going to the movies is like the only thing that I ever do.
It's
like
like
outside.
This motherfucker's
So
talking like he was on planes in like the 1950s. Back when we used to go, people would be dressed in loafers and
He dresses up.
It was
to
an
go to
event.
movies.
he's just like sun hat.
He's got like a Steve Harvey suit on where it's like a little long and shit. It's just
like,
but it's
I've-
your
I've gone-
luxury. It's your luxury thing. It's,
I've gone to the movies and not got anything, and I felt like the experience was ruined. I'm like
Nope.
sitting
No,
there
It
going,
was way
you
off.
gotta
It was
have-
awesome,
you
dude.
gotta have
Extra
a-
money in my pocket.
you smell the popcorn.
You gotta have the
and
popcorn
you hear
and the
someone
soda.
No, I just
drinking,
reach over and I take popcorn from other people's things and
And
take
then that-
drinks in the next.
That's like a curly Sue.
And then that commercial that
The movie
plays
Curly
right
Sue.
before the movie, where they're telling you to go to the concession
stand.
and I don't think they're supposed to do that anymore. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah, because that's like
illegal.
subliminal messaging.
Is
But,
it illegal?
I
Now
don't
we
know.
just get Maria.
Maria Menounos.
Yeah, she does her little laugh.
I
That
think she's hot.
That like
She used to wrestle. She
it's
wrestled
okay.
at WrestleMania.
You can think she's hot. She's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, I could give you that too.
I like your laugh.
Oh,
Check in with me,
Marissa
Justin
Bieber.
Bieber. And she's always
Bieber's like,
She does it during the movie thing. She goes.
I like
she goes.
the laugh.
I saw you.
Does she?
Yeah, it was.
I haven't been to movies since I went and saw
Ninja
Ninja Turtles, and that one was legit low key. It's like 4 movies are pasted on the outside. Pick one, you walk in, and it's like
and you picked Ninja Turtles
hell yeah. I
so-
picked Ninja Turtles.
over Oppenheimer and Barbie.
Yep, over both.
Did the movie experience change since the last time you've gone in?
This place didn't because
Where did you go?
I was in Tahoe.
Oh, okay.
I was in a place called Heavenly, and Heavenly's got like shopping markets and stuff like that.
Because all the Cinemarks around here,
This
you
isn't.
have, you have to pick your seat, your ticket. You buy your seat, so you always get selection
Yeah.
of your seat no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
All the chairs are reclining.
They all have like
typically.
so much. You
This
can't
was-
kick your
They
feet
have a
up.
table that
No, not the one I go to.
This
Not-
was like
all the ones.
This was like
the Arden one.
the one by Exposition Hall, that Century XD doesn't have that. They have the reclining chairs and all that stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's like one of the newer theaters in the area.
Well, the old Cinedome does.
Well, this is like old Cinedome, like when I went when I was younger.
Oh, it's just like Tower Theaters.
And it's like regular seats. It felt like I just went back to the theater. Like it really did. And it was normal.
Normal.
They did. I don't know if they even had previews.
I get pretty annoyed when there's like more than 5 previews.
Was there that many previews?
Yeah, sometimes
I've seen
you get
enough
like
previews.
10.
Especially depends on the movie, and then when you're seeing the movie. If you're like seeing it like opening weekend, and
I've
like
seen
there's a bunch of
enough
other stuff coming out, they
previews,
just
I feel
shit.
like on the internet between YouTube videos. I see previews for crap, and I'd be mad Because it's not like how it used to be where you never saw previews. Like, I don't know, when we went in like the 2000s.
When shit wasn't leaked on the internet,
we went
like
in the
immediately.
2000s, I would say, around then.
Oh, the 2000s, man.
1999 or so.
Good time.
I remember
I just wanna go back.
In the year 2000. In the year 2000. That used to be a Conan O'Brien skit. It was really funny.
Clearly.
Yeah, it was really funny.
My side's just fucking aching right now.
Your side?
Yeah, I'm laughing so damn hard.
I don't know. It was a great skit. But
was it? Tell me more.
I remember 2000, I went on my teacher's computer because I heard X-Men 1 trailer came out. So you had to go to the Fox website, click on it and stuff.
Wait for it to buffer for like 50 minutes.
Oh, I had to wait for it to buffer. I don't know how long it buffered, but it was such a big deal. So like back then, I can assume if I got to see X-Men trailer in the theater, I'd be happy. I was in 10th grade.
I would have shit myself.
I'd have been excited and very happy. But anyways, I wanted to hear what you thought about Blue Beetle, because all I heard is it's just Ant-Man.
What does that mean? I hate this, like, this movie's
people
just
comparing them to
this other movie. It's like, that doesn't tell me anything about the movie.
People keep finding, like, little comparisons, and then that makes it the same movie, I guess.
But it just doesn't help it when you're, like, explaining the movie, right? When I'm like, it's like Ant-Man.
He gets the suit.
That doesn't...
He needs to go to...
Okay, that's a lot of fucking movies.
He needs to go to the dad.
Yep, another set of a whole lot of movies.
The dad, I believe.
I mean, it follows the superhero formula.
Yeah.
He needs to go to the dad to get more information. Then some big industry person is planning on making a bunch of...
So when does he steal the suit from his parents?
Steal suit from his parents?
Yeah. Because, like...
That didn't happen in Ant-Man.
Yes, it did. He stole the suit from fucking...
He didn't steal from his parents.
That's what I'm saying. But then how can you compare to him going to his dad, like, to fucking... Ant-Man going to fucking Pym? You know? How is that even close to the same fucking thing? The suit comes to him. He doesn't steal it, so it's not like Ant-Man. It's like nothing like Ant-Man.
That's true.
I just am really sick of people being like, oh yeah, this movie's just like Iron Man. It's like, what is that? Thanks.
He does get the suit from someone that works for a company that
like Spider-Man
makes technology
like Spider-Man. So that movie's just like Spider-Man.
I mean
does Uncle Ben die?
Yes. Yes, I know.
Does Uncle Ben die? There's no Uncle Ben. There's an Uncle Rudy.
Is there a...
I'm making fun of you.
There is a death in the
I'm not
movie.
like saying it's actually more like Spider-Man than it is like Ant-Man. I'm just making fun of you for comparing it.
Does the death motivate him to avenge the Avengers?
What?
Like
usually a death will make you be like...
To avenge the Avengers?
The death in the movie...
Like Coulson.
The death in the movie... Well, the person that dies doesn't make him, like, win the conflict. It helps other people, though.
The Familia?
Mi familia.
Like, now we're behind you, Jaime.
Think of, like...
Jaime Reyes is a
Spider-Man
ripoff, though.
What movies? So this movie was like Coco combined with Spider-Man with his suit with
the Iron Spider suit. Does he have like a person that talks to him inside of this suit?
Yeah.
The
Scarab suit.
Becky G does the voice of his.
What hot Yellow Ranger?
Was it very Power Ranger-y?
Yeah, it gets there towards the end.
It looked visually very Power Ranger-y to me.
The monster grow?
The monster?
Make my monster grow!
Do you want to know who the villain is?
I do.
Omac?
Nope.
Omac's a really popular villain, though.
Who the fuck's Omac?
But he's nothing like the comic version.
Who's Omac?
That's always exciting.
He's more like an Iron Man
I'm just gonna
suit.
You guys aren't helpful.
Because in the comics, well... Jack Kirby made him originally, but I remember when he was like a blue alien, like with the mohawk.
Yeah.
That was probably like early 90s.
How does it spell?
OMAC.
Oh.
There's periods in between the...
Oh, is it stand for something?
Yeah.
Organized mechanical advance for killing.
It's like one man army something.
Oh, one man army something. Okay.
Yeah.
So how did he even get involved in it? Was Omac behind it all or something?
Well, the...
Oh,
Ted
that
Cord,
suit.
you know, the original Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Dude, he's way cool.
His
company, is he Mexican?
You don't see him.
I thought his daughter's in it, and she looks Mexican.
The daughter's in it, but he's missing through the whole movie.
I don't know. I kind of like Omac's original design. It's cool.
I don't want to spoil it. You have to watch it. It's good. It's the most fun DC movie that I've watched.
I thought Omac was an industry type thing.
I
think there's multiple. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
I feel like
I
thought he was a Wildstorm character.
Really?
What was the after credits scene?
That spoils.
What? Another Lantern? I mean, another Beetle or what?
Ted Corrigan.
Like, is it another character or is it like there's more scarabs?
I know they show Ted Corrigan's suit in it.
Oh yeah, you see his suit a lot.
But you don't get to see him.
Booster Gold. Oh no, you don't.
Booster Gold's in that.
You don't see Ted Corrigan.
But Booster Gold's the
no.
Credits? Oh.
They haven't got to hire Chris Pratt yet.
That might have some indications of where the next movie leads to.
But overall,
I'd give it an 8.
That's pretty high.
I would say it's.
I don't like the kid that plays him. That's probably my biggest.
He's good in the movie.
Now he's a rapper.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like been leaking raps that he's been doing, and it looks really dumb because it looks very 90s. Because he's got the hoop earrings and his hair kind of like, I don't know, it's just weird. It looks very 90s, very Jonathan Taylor Thomas. But
Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry.
Sway brought him on recently, and he free flows. I'm here with the fucking Sway, and I'm doing a free flow. And it's like one of those guys that you're like, oh, stop. You're trying too
He's
hard.
like trying to sell you.
I'm trying to think. What's a DC movie that you like?
Shazam's really good. Number 2 was a little bit of meh for me.
It's definitely definitely as good as Shazam.
Flash was decent.
Flash is awful.
Flash was like a 5 for me. Did you finally watch all of it?
It's yeah. I watched it in Spanish.
Why'd you watch it in Spanish?
Because someone posted it on YouTube.
Oh, I thought you went to watch it on what's it called now?
Does it at least have subtitles?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's no habla. HBO has it now.
Yeah, now it does.
Maybe you should watch it in English.
I don't know what he's trying to convince you.
Oh, the 2 thing was really fucking stupid.
I haven't watched Shazam 2 yet, but I'm sure it's better than that.
Shazam, I don't know. It's really everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think we lost the camera.
No Gal Gadot.
I think it's just dead.
You could try. You could try.
Very nice.
But yeah, I don't know. I felt like
you have to press it one more time.
You have to press the actual record. You're powering it.
You have to power it on.
You're powering it on, and then
wait. Just let the light go light color again, then hit it again. It should go red now.
We shall see. But yeah, no, I think it's a goner. I think it probably dead in the water. It's all fine because we're getting close. But I'll talk a little bit about TMNT real quick. It's definitely not for like old school Ninja Turtle fans. Like they use Riz and shit like in their language and stuff like that.
Oh,
Riz.
Like my son loved it.
Yo, what's up, dog?
They're very
also they didn't use Riz.
Yeah, they did.
Riz is like trying to, get a girl.
Yeah, they use it.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. Because look at this dude thinks he's got Riz. I thought you had Riz because he was like trying to talk to April or some shit.
What's Riz?
Like
it's the ability to talk up like a girl or like a guy or like whoever you're interested in.
As me would say, the ability to spit game to a girl
or pick up or I don't know,
pick up a girl or something.
Why does it always gotta be girls, bro?
I don't think it's bussin'.
What is this?
I don't think bussin' was on there.
Is it not okay to pick up guys? Something wrong with that, Ernie?
Sure.
Why don't you tell
the non-camera that's not on right now? I think though overall it's just a really good fucking movie. It's really good.
What kind of movie is it like? Like Ant-Man?
What can I even say? What it's like?
I can't. I was gonna say, is it better than Puss in Boots? But you haven't watched Puss in Boots.
But that's the thing with it is the one thing is I wanted them to be more brotherly like.
It's better than Mario movie.
Mario movie is just too cookie cutter for me. It's a good movie.
Does it better?
Is Ninja Turtles not cookie cutter?
No.
So they lose at the end of the movie.
I couldn't
Splinter dies.
I couldn't predict that movie. Splinter hooks up with like this weird slimy character.
Wait, what?
Splinter talks about being alone
Seth Rogen.
a lot. And he hooks up with this slimy character, and he says she, but Andrew Tate tried to go on the internet and said that it's trying to influence men or boys to date men. What? I don't know. Andrew Tate. What? I read it before I went and saw it, so when I saw it, I'm like, I need like
way more context. Like, is this like a thing that like is important to the plot of the movie?
No, not at all.
Do they discover this slime, bring it home, and then
it's a character that's like a slimy character.
Does it have no gender?
Yeah, what does it look like?
He calls her, though.
What does it look like, though? Is it a slime?
Yeah, it's like
so it doesn't have like a face?
Yeah, it has a face.
So it's in the shape of a person?
Yes. It's one of
What's the name of the character?
I can't remember. It's one of the characters.
Who plays the character? Who voices it?
I don't think anyone voices him. It doesn't talk.
Oh.
It makes like grunts and stuff.
That's weird.
I'm surprised how many voice actors they had in it and they didn't really use them. Like Leatherhead is the girl from Neighbors, you know? Can't think of her name. She says like 2 lines through the whole movie. Paul Rudd is fucking hilarious because he's just the dude from Sarah Marshall. Just like a surfer dude. Like he's is he the gecko? That's the cool thing is like all the toys we had.
What did you say?
The gecko?
The gecko.
The gecko?
Gecko.
Remember that brand?
Yeah.
There has to be a name. I looked up Slime Person Ninja Turtles movie.
Just say Splinter's love interest, Ninja Turtles movie. It's just a way different vibe, like when you don't have Shredder and stuff. And it's just them like
high school.
They want to, that's like what they really want. And then they meet April, of course, and she's a journalist, which is kind of cool. She's been following like the crimes.
What's the name of the Ninja Turtles movie?
Mutant Mayhem. And it's just weird though because it's all about Baxter Stockman was making a bunch of little like so all the origins of all the monsters we got to see through Nickelodeon cartoon or any cartoons are all from Dr. Stockman. He's making mutants. They catch him, they break out. Superfly, Ice Cube was a fly, and when it broke, it got on him. But he went and grew, and he went and grabbed them and saved all of them and stuff. So they all follow him. But what's weird is, like, they're supposed to be a big deal because he's building this thing, of course. That's the stupid thing, is to turn everyone into monsters.
Oh, it's the Spider-Man 2.
Yes,
Spider-Man 2 thing. And we're just going to turn everybody into lizards because everybody wants to be a lizard, right?
And
lizards are the best.
That's Paul Rudd's best line. The humans are not good. They got to go. He just says that a million times through the movie. So they end up getting like one of the parts when they were supposed to meet with him that night, and they steal it, and that's what changes the whole movie. Is
Rocksteady is John Cena.
Yeah, the whole thing is like they meet all these mutants and they realize they're not alone. So then they want to roll with them. So it changes the whole dynamic of the fucking movie. You're like, whoa, this is fucking weird.
Who's Cynthia Utrom?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe that's the chick.
But Superfly is like, Ice Cube, which is kind of him. He's probably someone I would have recast. Because he's like, knocks down the door. He's like, 6 a.m, police at my door. And it's like, dude, you're not even trying not to be Ice Cube. But ultimately, they realize he's like a bad guy, and they need to.
That sounds kind of predictable. No offense.
No, he is a bad guy from the get going, but they realize that he's going a little too far, and then the other mutants kind of are like, "Yeah, you're going a little too far." So,
ew, who the fuck is this person?
So him.
And why do they look so gross?
She's like head of TCRI or TCRI. Yeah, she's ugly. She's in it for like 1 second. I'm like, wow, why'd they drop it? Then it connects, I think.
Oh, Jean-Claude Esposito is Baxter Stockman?
Yeah, he's only in it for the beginning, though. That's it. A lot of these people, they got really good actors, but they're out. But yeah, and all the mutants and him decide, let's go take out Superfly. But Superfly gets Megazord, gets huge.
Make my Meester.
And he's Godzilla taking out the city, so they all have to figure out how they're going to take him. But the crappiest thing I don't like, spoilers, is they get to go to high school at the end. And it really fucks me up because a lot of people didn't like the ending. Like, it was a really good movie, but it's like they take off their mask and they're all dressed up, like high-fiving people at school. And that was the whole point, is they were like, if we become a hero, people are going to accept us if they start seeing us. And the whole point of Ninja Turtles is being underground, and that's just their story.
What? I need to know what this slime fucking monster looks like. Okay.
Ooh, we're getting...
Oh, that's what it looks
like a video game.
It's me.
We got feedback.
I was going to do this. Is it that thing?
I believe so, yeah.
And what?
Gee, Splinter.
He talks... Splinter isn't really Splinter, too. He's very not like...
This thing?
1980... Yes.
That's a dude.
How do you know it's a dude?
It says himself.
Oh.
There's nobody playing that role. It just says...
He calls her a she, though, I swear. Well, anyways, that's maybe what Andrew Tate was mad
they
about.
turned Splinter gay? Man.
Splinter doesn't care. Splinter just talks about being alone.
Man.
He hates that when they go out. He really hates humans.
So wait. Andrew Tate is mad that two grown adult men are living under the same... Hear me out before you interrupt me. Are living under the same roof. You know, the guy that lives in a house with all of his buddies.
But they're dating.
You don't think Andrew Tate and his buddies are dating? They eat dinner together. They go on boats together. They go on trips together.
We could go on trips and have dinner and not be doing each other.
We don't, though, because we're not dating.
I don't know.
I'm not taking you on a trip. Bitch, you're like my third. You're like a third in line, brah.
That's my...
I just keep you around to wash my fucking dishes, ho. What am I going to do that? Wash my dishes like a fucking nerd? Go down to the elevator, hit the buttons like a fucking idiot, and get in the G-Wagon and drive.
Have you heard that guy talk yet? I'll have to show you off camera. It's hilarious.
I'm gonna cook like a fucking idiot.
But yeah, Splinter is not really Splinter, which bugs me, because Splinter is always the voice of reason. This, he really hates humans. There's no origin really of why he became Splinter, like how the original movie did it. But he's alone, or lonely. That's the big thing, and that's kind of bugged me, that he wants the kids around because he's lonely, basically. And I don't think Jackie Chan was a great voice for him. I felt bad because I think they're trying to do, hey, he's Asian, let's just do it. And
Jackie Chan Adventures.
I mean, I think Monk did a good job. The guy that plays Monk, he did him in the Michael Bay movies, and he wasn't bad.
I don't know who Monk is.
The TV show Monk. He's in Men in Black and gets his head shot off.
Yeah.
He did a really good job, I think, with the voice in Michael Bay ones. I don't care for him that much, but
he's a Baltinian.
Oh,
it's my favorite joke in that movie.
Good line.
Kicks him. Wait, no,
anyways,
he's a Baltinian.
With that movie, I would give it at like 6 out of 10. I think it's a really good movie, but I think it's just one of those movies that not everyone's...
The woke mob got to it.
It's not... People are not going to grasp onto it. It's one of the better Ninja Turtle projects that's come out, but it doesn't...
Funny how that's something that people...
It doesn't touch the Nickelodeon.
What do you mean?
TV show.
Is the movie woke?
I'm tired of fucking woke, dude.
Dude, everybody's tired of woke.
Everybody thinks everything's woke, and it's like woke's not even a bad thing if what they're trying to say.
Yeah, but those are the people trying to stop you from saying the N-word, Ernie, and you hate those people because all you want to do.
Okay.
I meant to say R-word, by the way. I didn't mean to say N-word. I don't know why I just accused you of saying the N-word.
You're saying the woke people want to stop me?
Nah, I'm just joking. That's saying the word retarded. They don't want you to say that. It's the woke mob.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The woke mob's coming after you.
I'm over all of that. Like, let's just live and say whatever, and as long as you don't offend people. But everyone gets offended, so you can't do it. And I think people look to be offended. I'm on the internet way too much, or I watch like reels and stuff. And
you think
people that try?
People want to be offended.
And people that are trying to bait people to say things.
You think? You think people do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No 100%. Fucking shit. People have baited each other for fucking years, bro.
Example from years ago.
McCarthyism. People trying to bait people into convincing other people that they're communists. Somebody says something slightly socialist, and it's like, oh, that's a person's a communist.
Hearsay. Democracy.
This man has grabbed my penis. This is Democracy Manifest. Who the hell? Who did?
Have you kept up on comics?
Who the fuck do you think you are?
So have you read any comics lately?
Ernie can't read anymore.
I've been reading hardcovers. I read The Last Ronin during my Ninja Turtle
that
time.
just came out, the hardcover, huh?
Yeah, it's really hard to follow. It's a decent story. People were like, when I was reading reviews, it's like a 9.5 out of 10 everywhere. And a lot of people were like emotional. Like they wrote a lot in the reviews about being emotional. I felt like every turtle death wasn't emotional at all. I was looking for emotion.
But Raph died in a fierce battle with the Foot Clan. Just save Splinter, man.
He did,
That's
but
the only thing I know.
Is it Donnie?
It makes no sense.
No.
You don't know who the Ronin is?
Don't tell him.
I'm never gonna read it.
Oh,
why would you read it? It's a good story.
I don't ever read it.
It's
Mikey.
It's actually it's Mikey. It's actually a pretty cookie. It's a pretty much a cookie cutter story.
Does it feel like a Daredevil story or something?
Not really. It's all about revenge, but the coolest thing I like about it is Michelangelo. This is 16 years from basically what we know of, I guess. So he's big, he's huge, and they basically are learning that they would have kept evolving from the mutagen, and that's kind of interesting because they were teenagers; they weren't done growing.
Oh, really? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So that's why he's like fucking Wolverine, getting his ass whooped and like falling down hella far. He's hurting, but his healing is like rapid now.
Yeah, he's a giant turtle man.
And it's
You'd
pretty.
shit yourself, right?
No.
What?
Like how giant? Like as tall
Like
as this building?
like Michael Bay?
He's probably Michael Bay size.
Like a Transformer?
No,
Like
Michael
the
Bay
movie. Remember the turtles were like 8 foot and stuff. He's probably like that big.
size of Jack Reacher.
They're not like 5 foot. Like if you watch, like again, what I go by is the 1990 movie, which Logan just watched with me. They're like below 6 foot.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're short kings.
Casey Jones is like taller than most of them, I believe. Mikey's hella short. That movie's so fucking good. It's funny. And it's
Is it?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
You've seen the suits, right? Like as time has hit them.
Picture.
Oh yeah, they're
It's all
scary.
fucked up. Yeah.
But
You ever seen them like? I have a photo saved on my phone. It's a picture of Godzilla in a wheelbarrow. It's like when the Godzilla suit finally gave out.
Jesus.
But it literally looks like he died and they're just wheelbarrowing him out. And so the photo says, Godzilla had a heart attack trying to read this. And it's just him just post stuff like that. I just think it's funny because it's like, you don't really like, you want to imagine them as they were on screen, not as these amorphous piles of foam just degrading in the background.
What do you mean it's not real?
You think all the Power Rangers villain costumes still exist somewhere in like some?
Maybe.
How would you feel about it? Because I've always thought it'd be a fun idea. It's for like in a Godzilla film, or I guess it's a Power Rangers film, just for like a frame. It just cuts to dudes in suits. Like, you know, it's like Godzilla about to clash with King Kong, and just for a second, it's just a dude in a rubber Godzilla suit and a dude in a monkey suit.
Oh, you mean like in
Like subliminal,
an actual new
yes,
one?
and like a subliminal message. They just put a scene of just two guys.
I don't know. People.
I didn't
feel-
watch the Power Rangers reboot. Did they do anything like that?
Nope, that movie sucks.
the Once and Always.
Yeah.
What was the funniest part about that movie?
Wait, what?
Oh, is that guy being an asshole, right?
Talking about Trini's daughter movie?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's not that good.
Are you talking? We're talking about the
There was
same
no
movie, right?
no Zord battle in the movie?
They fight Goldar, right? Am I thinking of the same thing? You're not acknowledging me.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Are we talking about the most recent Power Rangers film?
It's not even a film. It's like a special on Netflix.
Oh, then no.
special.
I can't
I don't-
remember.
I don't get it.
I don't think they do.
Don't get
They fight like in like darkness at the end. I believe.
darkness.
And all Trini, they just kill her off. They say she's dead, and then her daughter keeps going, "My mom is dead. Rita killed my mom. She's dead." She says it like 15 times in the movie.
It's pretty based of Rita.
But back to comics, I also been reading the Power Rangers. Went back to the. I'm trying to finish the hardcovers of the Power Rangers, which is really fucking good because Dracon's such a fucking good villain. It's really fucking good because now he's traveling through different dimensions and fighting like SPD. He's fighting Time Force. He's trying to get like all their power sources, so it connects to all the other Power Rangers. But I told Declan. He didn't give a fuck. I messaged him. I was like, dude, the gala was fucking crazy. And like, he was like,
How? Somebody murders somebody.
Like
slurs getting thrown around.
To everything.
Okay, that's what I remember. The last one is they were like,
but the
fucking
one
police, these cops.
So, and it doesn't really have ties to the gala, but Peter's now a goblin.
What?
Yeah.
So
he's Spider Goblin now?
So Kraven the Hunter was trying to force Norman to turn back into the Green Goblin, because Norman's been a good guy.
Yeah.
For the past, like, year or two.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter, like, finds out that Kraven's in the building.
Kraven's in the building!
In the Oscorp building. And he, like, finds them and pushes
Osborn out of the way, and he gets stabbed by the fucking thing.
He gets stabbed
and then
by
he
this
gets the goblin
spear that has this goblin venom. So he turns into basically...
Is it
what's that Joker, the man that... The Joker
Batman who laughs?
Yeah, at the end of the comic, he's laughing like the Joker.
So is this like a goblin force, or is this like a disease, or what?
Like how does we'll see in the next issue?
Like how does
people are really mad at Zeb Wells?
Yeah,
well, Zeb Wells and Dan Slott don't know how to write a fucking comic book.
Dan Slott doesn't have anything to do with
doesn't matter.
This run.
But
the Superior Spider-Man's back.
Norman knows how to get rid of the goblins.
Ernie's like the least favorite thing in the world.
Oh, Dan Slott.
Yeah. No, just that specific run too.
Well, I don't like the whole Mary Jane shit that's going on right now. Really on Reddit, people. How like
Nick Spencer was trying to undo One More Day.
They cut he almost Spider-Man.
Did, but then they replaced him with Zeb Wells.
That's so sad.
And Zeb Wells has been. I think he has some long-term plans, and he's just trolling everybody right now. But we'll see.
But what's funny about the gala though is they always announce a new member.
Oh no, that wasn't funny. That was terrible.
They always announce the fans get to vote for a new X-Men, and they announce it in the comic. And Juggernaut got picked, which is really cool
because he's not a mutant.
But it's cool because I like Juggernaut. And the panel's like, your new X-Men, Dazzler, like Kid Omega or whoever the fuck was all in it. Sing, Prodigy, it's all the younger people. And it's like Juggernaut. And then as soon as that panel happens, fucking Nimrod, like the Sentinel from the future, just flies down like from fucking Warlock. Crazy on you! Crazy on you! Literally the same picture. You turn it, they're getting ripped apart.
Dazzler's ripped in half.
They're all, let's go Nimrod!
Jubilee is her whole side. He stomps on her head after.
Yeah, Nimrod! Fuck you. Nimrod just shows up and starts killing every motherfucker. Yeah, Nimrod always looks cool.
And then...
But hold on, not always.
They're all like, having a ball, dancing. The Avengers all left. They got a distress call. So they left, so they didn't face any problems.
And they just see this big meteor and the skies are walking down. They're like,
no, they don't see it because they go through a portal.
Yeah, you have to go through a portal to get to Coca-Cola.
Doing a bit, guys.
Oh, sorry. But it's crazy. So there's only like 30 mutants alive right now.
Good.
Nimrod's like tree, just shooting and killing everybody.
What do you mean tree?
He's
you never seen
Captain Planet?
Does he turn people into trees?
Oh my god.
John Cheadle plays him in a funnier.
Oh, that okay. Now I know. The funniest thing that I've ever seen from Captain Planet is an episode about AIDS.
Jesus Christ.
And the bad guys are like in the. It's like it's related to a sports thing. The bad guys are in the crowd, and it's just a clip of them in like trench coats, and they're like, "Get him out of here! He's got AIDS."
Oh my god!
Sounds like an Always Sunny episode.
So I came in blasting.
Suicide's badass.
Yeah, but anyways, the gala was crazy.
Let's go, Nimrod.
Everything changed though, because
dude, it's Nimrod's glow up.
They may put a gun to Professor X's head, or what they put to him?
Who puts a gun to his head?
A shot?
No, I was telling you a while back that
because they made Professor X tell everybody to leave.
Yeah, he mind controls everybody.
So he makes every mutant leave. And
who made him?
I don't know which person it was.
Dr. Stasis, which is another version of Mr. Sinister.
Okay.
And
so he's working with Nimrod?
And MODOK.
And MODOK's working with Nimrod?
So Krakoa, they had medicines that helped the world, and they tampered with all the medicines so that humans would get killed if Professor X didn't force all mutants off of Earth.
Oh. So where are they going? The moon?
They don't know.
Supposedly they say they die. They made them go through portals, and they're like, they're
they
gone.
tamper with the portals too.
Oh.
So
like it's like that Rick and Morty thing where like if you open the portal, if you go through and you just get like you fall into a universe full of blades or something.
No one knows.
They're not dead. I think they're in other realities or somewhere where Professor X can't reach them.
Certain mutants have blockers on them. They know how to block Professor X.
That's the it's called the triangle resist.
How do they have that though?
It's something that they trained with Professor X.
So like Rogue, Cyclops fell out of a fucking treehouse. I don't know where the fuck he ran to, like a place where like.
Well, Captain Krakoa was fighting him during New.
Who?
Captain Krakoa.
I don't know who Captain Krakoa is.
We don't know who's in the suit yet.
I was confused myself.
Everyone has. It's pretty sure that it's going to be Hydra Cap.
Wow, that'd be interesting. But yeah, he pushes Cyclops out of a tree. Cyclops is
so Hydra Cap is not a alternate universe Cap. No. He was like literally a manifestation of a cosmic cube, right? What's her name? Kobek?
Something crazy like
something
that.
like that.
She made him or something like that, like the Red Skull.
But Cyclops is going to be Professor X. He's going to be paralyzed.
Based.
I already see that. Professor X dies?
No, he stays on the island.
Oh, he told Rogue to leave him.
Yeah, Rogue saves him from Moira. After Moira stabs Jean in the chest and Jean Grey dies.
So is Captain Krakoa a good guy or a bad guy?
It was Cyclops' alternate identity after Cyclops died early during this.
And now
era.
somebody else is him.
Yeah, so he stole the costume.
Oh.
While Jean's dying, she gives the whole plan to Firestar. Because the X-Men already don't like Firestar. They think she's a cop. But she wants her to use that angle to help Mr. Sinister be on the bad guy team, get the scoop, and then save everybody. But we'll see. I bet you Firestar.
Oh, shit!
Well, the next episode...
You saw the picture?
Yeah.
I bet you Firestar's going to die.
I don't think
he's fucking huge. Like, not like in a robot way, and like he's been hitting the gym.
Well, the next issue of X-Men comes out this week. Does he kill? And the cover
Does he kill Juggernaut?
No, Juggernaut gets out of the way, but he does fight him, and Juggernaut loses.
That'd be kind of funny if he just kills Juggernaut right after they vote. Everybody votes for him.
The newest issue of X-Men comes out this week, and the cover is Firestar fighting Juggernaut.
Juggernaut's wearing a bow tie?
Yeah, they're all dressed up for the gala.
That doesn't count. A bow tie doesn't count as dress. It's like when Exodus is there, and he comes... Like, my theory is Exodus is just in his room, and he walks out into the gala, and he's just like, oh, okay.
Exodus is currently with Hope and, like, 3 million mutants in the desert somewhere.
So Nimrod just hits him with a Kamehameha.
Basically, they go head on and he beats him. He's just like, whatever. And Wolverine's off planet, thank God.
Is Nimrod a Sentinel?
Wolverine's not off planet, I don't think. Storm is.
Not off planet, I'm sorry. He's not with Krakoa.
Oh, yeah, he's doing his own thing right now.
He's done with a throuple.
He's working with Ghost Rider right now.
Yeah.
They have their own story right
X-Force
now.
was not...
I believe it's
Robbie?
I believe it's Johnny Blaze.
Johnny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though I do like Robbie. Robbie's been doing a lot of good stuff.
Isn't Robbie like busted as fuck?
No.
I saw a video about him being like busted as fuck. Like taking blows from like Hulk.
I don't know how busted, but the Ghost Rider power is pretty fucking ridiculous. I think they're just sharing
stronger than Cosmic Ghost Rider?
No. Cosmic Ghost Rider fucking...
Is he still around?
Mm-hmm.
He was a Guardian for a minute, but I don't know if he disappeared yet from that.
I'm sure Donny Cates had plans for him, and then...
They got rid of Donny Cates?
Well, he got in that bad car accident.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why he disappeared off Thor.
That's crazy. But he's supposed to come back, though, right?
Sounds like he has really bad memory loss.
Yeah, I heard about that because they showed like he has like stitches on the side of his head. That's really tragic when it's like a writer that was writing really good shit.
Yeah.
Like Berserk.
Yeah. That fucked me up pretty good.
He wrote Berserk?
No.
The
author of Berserk died right after he was like, "Yeah, bring the series back," and then he died like a month later.
Creator of Yu-Gi-Oh saved someone drowning.
Yeah, he's a savage,
and he died.
Yeah, but he's like a badass dude. Like, yeah, he saved a kid drowning,
and then he died.
And then he drowned.
Oh wow!
He, like, managed to get the kid. The kid had like fallen into like a river or like something like that. And he jumps in, gets the kid out, and then he ends up drowning.
That's weird when things like that happen, but I guess,
Rip, man, that guy was a fucking legend.
Well, I know it's just weird because you think, if he got the kid out, he should have been right there to get himself out. But if it's like a current or if it's like something like that,
strange stuff happens. I watch Naked and Afraid all the time.
That's a whole different.
I'm naked and afraid a lot of the time too.
Would you do Naked and Afraid?
No.
Did you know
I already live naked and afraid? I just had my corner.
Did you know they get money when they complete it?
Huh?
Did you know they get money when they complete it?
I'd imagine.
I've never heard that in my life.
They definitely don't.
They get $5,000.
Should they go on strike?
That's why me and Crystal always say we would never. I would never do a period, but we're talking about in their shoes. I would never go through what they go through because you get no money. It's no prizes or anything.
Well, if you watch the XL ones, there's repeat people that constantly return.
Oh yeah, right.
When do you become a pro and they're like, okay, we can't have you on the show anymore?
There's no one too good.
No, because I think
Bear Grylls.
I think return.
I don't
people
think Bear Grylls would even do that great.
I don't really want my twig and berries exposed to the wilderness.
I think they get just so. I
don't want my dick to get bit by like a spider or something, bro.
Yeah, no, that does make sense. I was just thinking of like you were saying, like you're shy about it. I'm like, dude, they get to the point.
I'm in the will.
There was a show called like Naked and Dating, and these dudes were getting full on boners, like looking at the girl. Like the girls would be like, he walked up to Mimi and he was a hard on. So I don't get it because there are some good looking.
Yeah, but the dude doesn't have his pant belt line to hide the boner.
A lot of them use their bag to cover themselves.
Yeah, and a lot of the girls on what's it called, Naked and Afraid. There's been like probably about 5 good looking girls. A lot of them.
That is not relevant to anything.
There's a lot. I'm saying, but you think the guy would be like, what?
No, I'm fucking probably cold as shit. My nuts are probably all the way in my throat.
I'm like, we're out of protein.
It's called shrinkage.
You know what we need to do.
That doesn't work.
I always say that you could probably make drinking games out of them saying protein, belly, nutrition. What's some other words that they repeat a lot?
Water.
Naked. Afraid.
Hunt.
They never talk about being naked. Well, they'll say, naked people, and they're in Excel when they find another group.
Yeah, but not like as much as they're going, I'm going to go fill up the water again.
Wait, are they like in hiking trails?
No, I don't think
Game trails.
So, like, there are normal hikers around?
No.
Oh, okay. I think when they see other people. Or do they host, like, 5 groups of Naked and Afraid all in the kind of the same area at the same time?
And during XL, there's
they should have them, like, fight.
Multiple groups, and sometimes they'll run into each other.
Should
and
fight
team
for
up.
resources. I would just go around raiding.
There was one group I was watching where
raving.
Oh,
this one group.
That's what I say. Like
this one group I was watching, they were doing 60 days, and they were all decked out. They had a boat. They had literally 300 bananas. Like they were set. And another team, like they just swam through the ocean for like 3 hours and found their place.
Got all this food,
and they're like, we've already talked it through, and we don't want to group with anyone. And they're like,
can we at least have a banana?
Yeah, they give them a banana.
You could have called first. Well, look, no, we couldn't have. It's not our fault you swam out here just to get a no.
They're like, you guys are only doing 40 days. We're doing 60 days, so we think we're doing pretty good. So.
Yeah, get out of here, losers.
Dude, that's when I was straight up, like you said.
Yeah, burn the whole thing down.
We're gonna raid tonight.
Yeah, you're in the darkness.
We're gonna
grabbing mud and just
everyone's like building things for boats. I'm like, we're building a boat for bananas.
There's part of me that would be like, that would be fun, but I couldn't do it.
Oh, the show?
Yeah.
Fuck no. Crystal's always like, can you do? I'm like, babe, I would tap out
not before with blood sugar.
But they have to take care of all your needs. Like people that like you having a period, not you, a girl having a period.
Stop talking about my pussy, bro.
They have to like make sure they're taken care of, and they have tampons or whatever. So they have to do something.
I don't know. During the exit of that season, they had to swim like 6 miles in the ocean to get out. And one of the girls cut herself, and a shark started following them. And
that's okay. I always keep a gun on my asshole. Boom, boom.
Okay, on that note.
Pop it back in. It fits in there like a... It's like it has a slot, bro.
You carried a watch.
I wore a watch up my ass.
Wore a watch up my ass. Well, on that note, we'll wrap it up because we're back in black.
You guys gotta watch Ahsoka.
No,
we're
never.
Because it's really good.
No,
we're gonna get to
I don't want
to. Not yet, though. We'll get to it. I want to wait till we get so many episodes in.
Joe who?
It already has 2 episodes.
Yeah. How many episodes is going to be the full thing?
I don't know.
8, probably?
I heard it's just for Rebel fans. That's what they said.
I was upset when we didn't get...
I gotta pee.
When episode 2 finished, I was upset that I couldn't watch more.
All right, well, Declan, say what you got to say.
I gotta pee!
You gotta pee.
You want to plug anything?
No, just like, subscribe, share. We're in a crappy...
You want to plug anything? Nope. Proceeds to plug things.
We're in a crappy...
You can find me at X on...
They stole that from that guy.
What?
The guy who had at X.
Oh,
Musk just stole it from them.
Yeah, he did.
We're in a crappy world with our podcast. Hopefully, I'll get it cleaned up.
We live in a society, guys.
All right.
Bye. That's a podcast.